One of the most frequent questions I get from anybody that's looking to buy, sell a home is, when is the best time for me to go ahead? Now, there's a lot of variables, and today I want to spend a little bit of time going over them with you. This is Scott Paskarian, and today we're talking best time to buy or sell a home. Start off, you probably hear on the news every month, quarter, what the national housing trends are going like and where home prices are going. Now, it really gets lost because there's so many transactions and each state and neighborhood is really different. So when you look at those, you can't relate those numbers to what's going on locally. Each market is its own living, breathing organism, and when you think about that and you're gonna think about selling your house, or, oh my God, it went up 5% nationally, and you wanna just hop on buying something, it's getting lost because you can't look at those numbers unless you really know what's going on in your market. Statistics are really only part of the story when you're watching the news and you hear housing trends and you hear home prices are up 5% or home prices are down 5% or home sales are trending down. Because that's really looking at the national scale, and your state and then boiling it down to your town and neighborhood, it's so different because the demand really fluctuates between where you are and where people want to be. Now, just like the monthly statistics you hear about the national housing market and where things are trending, mortgage rates fluctuate every day, and it really depends on what's going on, where the sentiment is. And if you really want to follow them without having to contact your lender day in and day out where things are and do I have to hop on now and lock in a rate, you can really follow the trend of the 10-year Treasury note, because those two, the mortgage rate to the 10-year Treasury, are very close. So if you looked at a graph, they'd almost trend right together. So up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you think about it, if you're gonna get a 10-1 ARM adjustable rate mortgage, and you get it right now and call your lender up and say, you can get it for 3%, but next month, who knows what could happen, and it goes up to 3.5%, especially in a market like Boston or major cities that the prices are a little bit more expensive than the national average, that little 0.5% can really have an effect on your purchase power. Now, I could go on and on and on talking about mortgage rates, statistics, neighborhoods, what's going on in the market, but what it really boils down to is, what is your family situation? What is going on in your life? What is your financial situation, your job situation? Do you see changes happening? So those are a lot of things that you really have to consider when this is gonna be probably the biggest decision of your life, financial decision that is. So it's really important to consider all of those different things, because if you buy something now, what's gonna happen in a year? And you buy a 1-bedroom, do you plan on having kids? Is that gonna be big enough for you? So you want to kind of bring all these things into consideration, because what's the best time to buy? It really depends on what's going on in your life and if you need to make the necessary changes to buy or sell a home. Now, if you're interested in buying a home and finding out what's going on in the market, click the link below and you can find out what's happening in the neighborhoods that you're interested in. And if you're thinking of selling, click the other link that will direct you to a home valuation, and then we can get talking from there. And with that, I look forward to talking to you soon.